Hi and welcome to the course. If you've ever wanted to post content on social media but you didn't know what to say, what to post, or do not want to show your face, then this course is for you. In this class, I'll teach you how to use ChatGPT and other AI tools to create short videos that can be posted on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. So we'll start by using ChatGPT to help you define your brand, and by brand I mean things like your niche, your tone, and what kind of content fits your audience. And you're also going to learn how to plan a full week of content in just minutes using AI. And next I'm going to show you how to use generative AI tools to create voiceovers, images and videos, and you don't need to film anything or talk on camera. Everything is going to be created using AI. So I'll walk you through each step, so don't worry if you've never used these tools before. By the end of the course, you're going to have a full content system you can use again and again to help you grow your brand, stay consistent and save time. So if you're ready to start creating content the smart way, let's jump in and get started. Hey there, welcome to the course. So what is generative AI? So generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence designed to create things, whether that's text, images, videos, music and more based on prompts or examples that you give it. So it's like having a creative assistant that can generate ideas and content without needing any prior design skills or deep technical knowledge. And the cool part is it can mimic styles, trends and voices. So whether you are writing captions or designing posts or making videos, it can actually learn your style and mimic that. So you might have already heard about tools like ChatGPT and Canva AI. So these are just a few examples of what generative AI can do for you in your content creation. And the best part is you do not need to be an expert to use these tools. You just need to know how to ask the right questions. So now that we've got the basics, let's dive into how you can actually use AI to make your social media content more engaging, creative and faster than ever before. Why AI is a game changer for creators. So before, content creation used to take a lot of time. You had to come up with ideas, write scripts, record voiceovers, find visuals and edit everything together, often spending hours on a single video. But AI changes all of that. Now you can use tools like ChatGPT to write full scripts in minutes. You can also generate voiceovers without needing to record your own voice. You can create visuals using AI image and video generators, and with the right tools you can even automate the editing process. So this means you can create more content in less time. You can test more ideas and grow your audience faster without burning out. AI also levels the playing field. You do not need expensive gear or a team to produce high quality videos. You just need the right tools and a system to bring it all together. And that's what this course is all about, helping you use AI to create better content faster. So let's dive in. Social media branding. So we all know the importance of branding when it comes to social media. So in this video, I'm going to help you guys define your brand in 5 questions with ChatGPT. So why branding matters? Branding simply means how people feel about you when they see your content. So branding isn't just about logos or fancy colors. It's about how people feel when they see your posts. Are you bold, calm, fun, or trustworthy? So this feeling is your brand and it guides everything else. So let's keep it simple. We'll define your brand using 5 simple questions. So you don't need to overthink this. We'll ask ChatGPT 5 simple questions, and by the end you're going to have a brand identity that actually sounds like you and works across any platform. So whether you're creating content for TikTok, YouTube or Instagram, this will work for all those platforms. So now here are the 5 questions. So here they are. Who am I trying to help or reach? What problem do I solve for them? What do I want to be known for? What 3 to 5 words describe my brand vibe? And what emotions do I want people to feel when they see my content? So these right here are the 5 questions we're going to ask ChatGPT. Now do not worry, you do not need to know all the answers to the questions right here. ChatGPT will help guide us through the process. So now I'm gonna show you guys a live demonstration of how we're gonna do this. So I'm going to give you a prompt right here. So the prompt is help me define my brand by asking me these 5 questions one by one. And here's what we're going to do. So we're going to copy this prompt right here. Go over here to ChatGPT. We're going to paste that right here. We're telling ChatGPT to ask us the questions one by one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the questions right here. Here are the questions. So what you want to do is come over here and you want to paste those questions. Then you want to go ahead and run this. Okay, so let's get started with the questions. So all you have to do is go ahead and answer these questions one by one, and ChatGPT will give you some ideas on how to go about this or how to think about these questions before you answer them. So let's go ahead and answer the first one right here. Who are you trying to reach or help? So right here it says think about the type of person you're creating content for, their age, interests, lifestyle, struggles, or mindset. Let's go ahead and add our answer right here. So all you have to do is just come over here and add your answer. So my answer is I'm trying to target young people interested in history. Let's go. Okay, so perfect. So right here it says you're aiming for young people who are into history. So the second question is what problem do you solve for them? So is this boredom, traditional history, a lack of awareness, not enough content, or curiosity? So I'll go ahead and add my answer for what problem I solve for the audience. And for the second question, my answer would be lack of awareness and curiosity. Let's go. Okay, so the third question is what do you want to be known for? So when someone sees your name or brand, what do you want to instantly come to their mind? So think about your reputation, your uniqueness, or the value that you will provide. So personally, I want to be known for sharing knowledge, that interesting facts, and lessons about humans and our Okay, so that's great. It says it's a strong and clear direction right here. So now we move on to the next question, which is the fourth question right here. It says what 3 to 5 words describe your brand? So with this, you have to think about the mood, the tone, or personality that your content gives off. So how would someone describe the feel of your videos or posts content on social media? So for me personally, I'd say I go for a mysterious vibe, a little bit of thought-provoking, and all my content has to be educational. That's just a must. So let's go ahead and enter that. Okay, that's perfect. So now we go to the fifth question, which is the final question. So what emotions do you want people to feel when they see your content? So do you want them to feel inspired, shocked, intrigued, nostalgic, enlightened, or more? So from this I can pick 2 to 3 emotions that I want to consistently evoke when people watch my content. So personally I'll say educational and inspirational. Say inspired. Okay, this is perfect. We've answered all the questions and our brand is really taking shape. So right here we have a snapshot of what we've covered so far. So we have our audience, which is young people interested in history. The problem that we solve is a lack of awareness and curiosity about the past. And I want to be known for sharing unknown but interesting facts and lessons about humans and our history. The vibe has to be mysterious, thought-provoking, educational, so now we have an identity for our brand. So now we can move on to the next step of this video. Okay, so finally all we have to do now is get a summary of our brand identity. So to do that, all we need to do is paste this prompt in ChatGPT right here. So it says based on the answers, create a brand summary and list 3 to 5 adjectives that describe my brand vibe. So let's go ahead and copy that. And we can go over here to ChatGPT and you can paste that prompt in here to get our summary. Let's go. Okay, so right here we have our brand summary. So you can read through this. So this is to help you fully understand your brand and what it is that you're actually offering to people. Because just think about it. Every time you create content, it's not about you, but it's all about the value that you're providing to people. So by you having a voice or an identity, it helps you to capture a specific audience online. So just keep in mind that this step is one of the most important steps that you can make in your journey to become a content creator online. Because if you want to start creating content online, you need to understand your brand. A lot of people skip this step, and that's the reason why they fail, because they only focus on just putting out a bunch of content and trying to chase what's trending and chasing trends. And that never works, because you're not actually providing value to a specific type of audience. You do not have an identity. That's the reason why you need to define your brand. So that's the whole purpose of us doing this. So once you get to this step where you have your brand summary, what I want you to do is this. You can just copy this prompt right here. So you're gonna ask ChatGPT to create, so just say, create this in a table format that advertises my brand. Show the niche, the target audience, the value proposition, and everything that's needed to fully have a clear understanding of the brand. And this is going to be our final step. Okay, so after putting in the prompt, we have our table right here, and this is actually what I was looking for. So this is actually perfect. I was looking for something similar to this. And as you can see, we have a clean and practical brand table that lays out everything you need to clearly understand and advertise your brand. So right here we have the category, and we have the details right here. Now it's important to have this information, because once you have this information, you won't ever create bad content. It's almost impossible for you to create bad content or to not be clear on what you need to do, because having a clear brand identity, as you can see right here, will help you create better content that's valuable to people, and you can be consistent with your content without running out of ideas or getting confused on what you need to do. So right here, we can just go through this table quickly, show you guys, because if you put this in a table format, it's easy to actually read and understand your brand identity. So let's go ahead and check this out. So right here we have the brand name. You can add your name right here. So we have our niche, which is history, education, fun facts, and edutainment. So entertainment and education combined. And my target audience is simply young people, teens to mid-30s, who are curious about history but not into like textbooks. So these are just people scrolling the internet, and they just come across one of your videos and they find it interesting. So down here we have our content style. So the type of content we're going to be creating, simply short form videos for YouTube Shorts, Reels, and TikToks. And the platforms we're going to be uploading our content to, so that's all the main platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And what is our value proposition? It's simply making history fun, surprising, and thought-provoking in short videos, like 60 seconds or less. It's important to have a value proposition, because you can't just make random content. That's the reason why a lot of content out there does not perform well, is because people do not actually have a value proposition. They just want to make something that goes viral. But once you understand what your content is aiming to achieve, it's easier for you to create better content and be consistent. Then right here we have our brand mission, which is to spark curiosity and inspire young people by reliving hidden stories and lessons from history. So you can go down here. So we have our brand vibe, so simply mysterious, thought-provoking, educational, inspirational. Then down here we have emotions to evoke. So every time somebody watches your content, you want them to feel something. So for me, it's simply curiosity, inspiration, and a sense of discovery, like that, learning something new. And right here we have our content pillars. So this is simply what the majority of our content is going to be focused on. For me, it's unknown historical facts, or some lessons from history, people who changed the world, and events from the past, like strange events from the past. So we have more information right here, like the visual style, tone of voice, audience problem. This is actually very important. So the problem that my audience has is that traditional history feels boring, irrelevant, or overwhelming. And my solution right here, my solution is to create bite-sized content. These are short videos that are interesting. So that is interesting content that makes history feel alive and exciting. So that's it. So my core message is simply that history isn't dead. It's full of secrets waiting to be discovered. So if anybody has some kind of interest in history, they may not even be into history, but they might be interested in learning something new that happened in the past, or something they didn't know about, because there's a lot of misinformation out there about certain historical facts and things that happened in the past. So if you can educate people and make it interesting to learn about historical events, that would actually be cool. So my core message is that history isn't dead, and there's a lot to learn, and it's actually fun. So once you get to this point, you're actually clear on your message, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to create content. So now we can move on to the next step, where we can use all this information to actually improve our brand and start creating better content today. So are you struggling to stay consistent with content creation? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to build a full content calendar in minutes using ChatGPT. And this is going to work for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and other social media platforms out there. So what is a content calendar? I'm going to show you guys what a content calendar is and why it matters. So first of all, a content calendar is a schedule that outlines what content you're going to post, where and when you're going to post it. And having a content calendar matters because it helps you stay organized, consistent, and strategic in making your content. So this helps you make your content more effective and easier to manage. And now I'm going to show you guys how to use ChatGPT to plan 7 days of content in one sitting. Okay, so step 1 is for you to define your content goals. So in order to define your content goals, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions. So the first one is, who is your audience? Second is, what platforms are you creating for? Are you creating for Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube? And the third question you need to ask yourself is, what's your niche or topic? So once you figure out the answers to these questions, I'm going to give you a prompt that you're going to paste into ChatGPT. So here's the prompt, and the prompt is, help me plan a weekly content calendar for the platform, about the topic for our target audience. And right here, I paused this many times. So I'm gonna copy this prompt right here, and we're gonna fill in the blanks. I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so now I have my prompt right here in ChatGPT. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in the blanks right here, which says platform, topic, target audience, and how often I want to post online. So right here I have my answers right here. So right here, help me plan a weekly content calendar for YouTube Shorts. So that's what it's gonna be. So right here we're gonna add YouTube Shorts, about. So I want to make videos about historical moments. Just like that. For our target audience, so these are the people I'm targeting right here. So I want to target young adults who may not know certain facts about history. So these are the people I want to target with my content. So I'll just go ahead and paste that right here where it says target audience. Then right here I'll say how many times I want to post every single day, and at the beginning I think it's best to post at least a minimum of 4 posts a day. So I'll go with this, and there we have it. So my prompt right here is now complete with the blanks filled in. So it says, help me plan a weekly content calendar for YouTube Shorts about historical moments for young adults who may not know certain facts about history. I post at least 4 times a day. So let's go ahead and run this right here. Just click there. Okay, and just like that, ChatGPT was able to come up with the content calendar for the whole week right here, as you can see, and it came up with video ideas we can create every single day. So the thing is this, If you don't like any of these ideas, you can just generate some more ideas down here. Just ask ChatGPT to come up with more video ideas, and you're gonna have a lot of content ideas you can work on. So this is the easiest way to come up with the content calendar right here. So the first step is to make sure that you paste your prompt right here and just specify what your goals are. Which platforms do you want to post on? Is it Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok? And what kind of videos do you want to upload? And who's your target audience? So right here, we can also add how many times you want to post a day. So once you have that information right here, you'll be able to come up with a whole content calendar for the week. And if you go over here to the bottom right here, it says, would you like this in a Google Sheet format or a Notion style board? So you can go ahead and do this. Add my content calendar in a Google Sheet format and Notion style board. And go ahead and do that. So just like that, we have our weekly calendar right here. So if you scroll down here, you can see content calendar has been turned into a Google Sheets format right here. So you can see the layout is really easy to read. So what you can do is you can copy this and you can paste it in your Google Sheets, actual Google Sheets, and view it from there. Or you can just come here and just view it from here and see what you have to do every single day. So this is actually really good. So you can see the day right here. So we have Monday and the theme for that day. So on Monday, on this day, the theme is Mind Blown Mondays, and we have the videos right here, video 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the video or the title of the video. So from this title, you can come up with a video idea and a whole script using AI, and I'll show you how to do that later down in this course. So we have the days right here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way until the end of the week, and each day has a theme and the videos we're gonna create for that day. So this is the whole content calendar right here for the week. And we also have a Notion style board right here. So if you guys have never used Notion before, it's actually a really easy tool to use. So what you need to do is go to notion.so and create your free account. So it's free to create your account with Notion. So what I did is I signed up with my Google account, so you can do the same if you want. So once you create your account, go ahead and log into your dashboard, and you're going to land in here right here. So what you want to do is focus on the left side right here. So if this is hidden, let's say it's hidden like that, all you want to do is just hover your mouse over to the left right here, and this should pop up right here, and you can click here to lock it right there. So what you want to do is go down here where it says private, click on this plus button where it says add page, go ahead and click there, and you can see right here we have our page right here, new page. So right here we can go ahead and name this our content calendar. So another thing you can do is just click here and add an icon. So say calendar right here, just add this. Okay, so the icon is showing right there. So now we can go ahead. So right here, down here, you can just say, let's say Monday, and the theme right here, just go ahead and paste that. So with Notion, you can do a lot. All you have to do is just come over here and play around with the tool. So on Monday, we need to look at the content we're supposed to post. So right here we have video 1 right here. Copy this, let's go over here. So I'm just adding these, and I'll figure out what to do with this. So I have video 1, we can do this, video 2, something. So let's do this. So let's say video 1. So we can say, so here's a video. That. So what you can do is, let's come over here and you want to click there and you want to turn this into a toggle list. Click here. Okay, perfect. So what you want to do is double click and highlight these two videos right here, video 1 and video 2. Then you want to come over here and where it shows the hand right here, you want to double click and drag this over here under this right here, the toggle list right here. Okay, and just like that, these are now part of this right here, Monday. So we can close this like that, and they're not showing anymore. So if we open this, we can see right here. What I'm gonna do now is, let's say we can highlight this and come over here, make this bold, maybe change the color to red or something like that. So that's Monday. What you can do is, you can come over here, right click and duplicate, just like that. So you can change this to Tuesday, like that. Then we can add the theme. So Tuesday, the theme is this right here. Okay, I also have an idea. What you can do is, you can highlight these two videos. Then if you're on your like Windows PC, you can right click there and you can turn this into a to-do list like that, so that once you shoot this video, you can check it out like that, to make sure that you're keeping track of your progress. So if you shoot this video, you can check it out like that, and you can keep on doing that. So I'll do that with this right here. Right click and I'll turn this into a to-do list, just like that, so that I'm able to check these out. So we can go ahead and update these. So this on Tuesday, we have this. Obviously you're gonna need to create like 4 videos, because every single day I need to upload like 4 videos. So you can go video 3 and video 4, but you get the idea of how this is supposed to be done. So I just wanted to show you guys how you can utilize a tool like Notion to help you keep track of your progress and the work you're doing. So I like to use ChatGPT and tools like this right here, where I can just plan out my content, check out the video if I record that video, and keep moving with my content. So we can do this. Copy this and let's duplicate. Okay. Okay, just like that, we have Wednesday, Thursday. So what you can do is just go ahead and, let's go Wednesday. We add the theme right here. Thursday, here's the theme. Just like that. And we can keep on adding our videos right here. So on Wednesday, we need to add the videos we need to record. So we have not yet recorded these videos. So Wednesday, this is the first video we need to record right here. So let's go ahead and add that right here, so that whenever we end up recording this video, we can just check it out like that and keep track of our progress, just like that. Okay, so you get the idea. So I just get rid of these. Okay, so just like that, as you can see right here, we have a content calendar right here where we can check out these videos. So if we come over here to Monday, we end up recording all the videos, we can just check them out like that and just keep on going. Tuesday, we record the videos, Wednesday, and everything. If you want, you can minimize these if you don't want to be looking at all those videos you've already recorded. And by using the help of ChatGPT to come up with a content calendar, and using a Notion style board like this one right here to keep track of your content, you can easily create a content calendar for your whole week or even the whole month, and keep track of all the videos that you're creating and upload content to your social media platforms consistently. So I suggest you guys come over here to notion.so and try this out. Just go ahead and watch this video back again and see exactly how I made these. And it's very simple and intuitive. As long as you keep on using the tool, you get used to it. It's very simple to use and easy to keep track of your progress right here. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found a lot of value in this video. Peace. How to plan viral content with AI. So you can plan for your viral content using the help of AI to find ideas, write hooks, and structure content that grabs attention. So why does planning matter? So planning matters because viral content always follows a pattern. It's not just random. So if you plan well, it's always going to lead to you creating better content, which is going to lead to better engagement and more growth. And AI helps speed this up without killing your creativity. So how can you use AI to plan your content? So the first step is trend research with AI. So this simply means we're going to use the help of AI to find trending content. So here's a prompt example that we're going to use right here. It goes like this: give me 5 trending topics in the your niche space. So right here where it says your niche, right here, you can just insert your niche. So let's say, for example, your niche is weight loss. So it's going to be give me 5 trending topics in the weight loss space. So right here where it says your niche, just put in your niche right here. So if it's health and fitness, just put health and fitness right here. So now what you want to do is use ChatGPT for faster idea discovery. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's go ahead and copy this prompt right here. You can copy that, and let's go over here to ChatGPT and let's paste that in here. Okay, so right here it says give me 5 trending topics in, I'll choose the niche right here. So let's say I'm creating an Instagram account that focuses on teaching history. So let's say 5 trending topics in there is history rules space. Okay, and just like that, we have 5 trending topics in the history rules space. And just by copying and pasting this one prompt, we were able to generate these 5 ideas right here very quickly. So if I was to personally create an Instagram account that focuses on teaching people history knowledge, what I would do is probably go with right here, number 4, where it says myth busting history shorts. So these are short videos that debunk common historical myths and misconceptions. So the goal is to provide factual information in an entertaining format. I feel like this would be very valuable to a lot of people because you're debunking myths and misconceptions so that they learn the real history on things. So just like that, I just showed you guys how you can find trending topics using the help of AI. So this is a quick way you can use AI to generate ideas for content creation. It can be for any platform. It can be for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or even your email list if you want to come up with topics for what you want to talk about in your emails. So once you come up with your ideas, what you want to do is now you want to update your prompts weekly so that you can stay fresh. So you can go back to ChatGPT and just ask it to come up with 5 more ideas for your content. So every single week you can come up with an extra 5 or 10 ideas that you can create content on for that following week. So that way you can stay fresh and have a lot of content that people are gonna find interesting and not too repetitive. So step 2 is generating hooks. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use AI to help you generate hooks. So these are engaging hooks for videos that you're going to post on your social media accounts. So what you need to keep in mind is that the first 3 seconds of your video matter the most. So when generating your hooks, you want to make sure that you create engaging hooks so that it can capture people's attention in the first 3 seconds of the video. So what you want to do is ask ChatGPT to write 10 viral style hooks for a video about your topic. So you can go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go ahead and copy this prompt right here. Then we can go over here to ChatGPT and we can paste that prompt right here. Okay, so we have our prompt right here. So now for the topic, what we're gonna do is, since in the first example we talked about history, we're gonna say write 10 viral style hooks for a video about unbelievable history facts. Let's go ahead and generate some hooks for videos. Okay, so we have 10 hooks right here for a video that talks about unbelievable history facts. And just like that, we have like hooks that we can use for a video. So let's say, so let's look at these right here. So this historical fact sounds like a glitch in the matrix, but it's 100% real. So that sounds catchy. So somebody would think, oh, it sounds like a glitch in the matrix. That's interesting, but it's actually real. So let me actually listen to this and see what this is all about. So you won't believe what ancient people used instead of toilet paper. Wow, interesting, right? So you can see that these hooks, they're actually engaging and they capture people's attention. So you can use ChatGPT and AI to come up with hooks for videos just like this. And once you come up with a list of your hooks, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and pick the best lines and tweak as needed. So choose the ones you feel are going to capture people's attention the most, and you can tweak them as you need them to be. And step 3 is structuring your video. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can go about structuring your video using the help of ChatGPT and AI. So what you want to do now is you want to go ahead and ask ChatGPT to outline your content. So here's a prompt you can use right here. So let me just go ahead and copy this right here. So you can ask ChatGPT to outline a 60-second video script on your topic, and you can ask it to break it into the hook, the build-up, delivery, and action. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So go ahead and paste this right here. Then our topic is unbelievable history facts. Then we're gonna add that right here for our topic. Just like that, we're going to be able to generate a whole outline for a video, as you can see right here. Okay, just like that, we are done. So we have a whole outline for a video right here. So you can see the topic, we even have the topic right here. It's generated a whole topic, a whole story. I did not ask ChatGPT to come up with a story about Napoleon. It did this on its own. I just used the tool to come up with trending topics. From those trending topics, I came up with hooks, and from those hooks, I now have like a video. So right here, you can see you have the topic right here, Napoleon's bunny attack. We have the hook. Did you know Napoleon was once defeated by a bunch of rabbits? That's like the first 5 seconds of the video. When somebody listens to that, they'll be like, okay, interesting. Let me check this out. Then goes to the build up now. The build up is 5 to 20 seconds, and here's the script right here that it came up with. You can tweak this as you want to, and finally we'll have the delivery right here. And you know, this is the final part of the video. So if this is supposed to be a punchline or like some kind of like joke at the end, this is where you add it. This is the delivery where you add the punch. And finally, the call to action. You can ask people to, you know, like your video, share it, or you know, follow your page or anything like that. So just like that, you can come up with a whole outline using ChatGPT and AI. Okay, so now here are a few pro tips I have for you guys. So first is, it's good to keep a library of high performing AI prompts. So you're going to be using a lot of prompts to come up with ideas, generate hooks, and all that stuff. So these prompts are going to help you come up with content very quickly and easily. Now what you want to do is you want to track which prompts are actually giving you high performing content. So you want to keep those and save them separately in a library. So you want to have a library of high performing prompts that have produced content that is done very well on your social media accounts. That's a very good thing to do. Then next thing is you want to make sure that every time you are coming up with your content, you always combine AI with your own creativity. Don't just rely on AI 100%. you can add your own creativity to your workflow. The final tip I have for you guys is don't chase trends blindly. You want to focus on what fits your niche and style. So when you see something trending, don't just copy that immediately. It might not be for your niche or your style of content. Always focus on producing high quality content that your audience are gonna like, and you don't want to change things too much just because you want to follow a trend. So don't focus on chasing trends. Focus on creating content that fits your niche and your style, and content that's going to be valuable to your followers. Now that you've planned your content, let's bring it to life. So in the next lesson, we'll create your first AI-powered short form video step by step. Alright, so let's create our first video. So I'm going to give you guys a checklist for a great first topic for your video. So what you want to do is you want to ask yourself these questions right here. So you want to ask yourself these questions about the topic you're about to choose. So here are the questions. The first one is the topic you're about to choose unknown or surprising? Because when we created our brand identity, we realized that our focus is on creating content about historical facts that are unknown or surprising. And the second is, can I tell it in under 60 seconds? So since our content is like short form videos, we need to make sure that the topic we're choosing can be told in under 60 seconds. And the next question is, does it match my content pillars? So the content pillars are meant to guide my content, because the pillars is like the foundation of all the content I'm going to be uploading to my social media accounts. So each topic I create has to match my content pillars. And the final question you need to ask yourself is, does it evoke curiosity or mystery? Now remember, when we created our brand identity, we realized that when people see our content, the way they feel is important. So every time someone comes across one of my videos or my posts, I want them to have a feeling of curiosity or mystery. So this is very important for my content moving forward. Okay, so now we can use ChatGPT to brainstorm video topics. So we need to make this easy, okay? We don't need to complicate this. You don't need to know every fact in history to get started. All you need is a good prompt. So you can try this prompt in ChatGPT. So here's the prompt right here. So it reads, give me 20 ideas for short form videos under 60 seconds about little known but fascinating moments in world history. So the vibe should be mysterious, surprising, and thought-provoking. So what you can do is just copy this prompt right here. Go copy the whole thing. And you can go over here in ChatGPT. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have all these ideas and we generated 20 of them. So what you can do is go through this and see which ones capture your interest the most. So for example, right here we have these under secret history and hidden agendas. You just want to go through these and see which one is interesting. So this one right here, Napoleon was once attacked by bunnies. So this is actually kind of funny. What you can do is open this, you can right click and search for this in Google to actually verify if this actually happened. So we can see right here that a lot of sources actually confirm that this actually happened. So it's very important whenever you're creating content, especially about history, to always verify if that's true or it happened, or if it's a mystery and no one really knows, the truth, because the goal is for us to provide facts. So if the facts say that, there are no actual facts, then we're going to say that in our content. So it's very important to actually research and see which topics are actually, true, lies, a little bit in between. It's very important. So you can go through these ideas and see which ones catch your interest the most. So this is an easy way to come up with content ideas. So you can see right here we have, like, for example, ancient tech and lost knowledge. So when it comes to like ancient tech and lost knowledge, it's very important to see if this is actually true, because a lot of this stuff can be misleading. So it says ancient Greek computer. So the same, these two right here predicted eclipses like 2000 years ago. So what you can do is search for this right here and see if this actually was a real thing that existed. Okay, so for real. So they say it's an ancient Greek astronomical calculator, sometimes called the world's first computer. So what this device did is it predicted eclipses or something. You can go to the Wikipedia page right here and you can see exactly what this thing is. Yeah, it could be used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance, which is very interesting. So this is something that actually exists, and I didn't know about this until today, until I actually saw this. So this could be a video you can make talking about this device that could predict like eclipses like 2,000 years ago. Who could imagine they made something like this like 2,000 years ago? So yeah, that's exactly how I go about generating content ideas and verifying those ideas to see if they're actually true. So in the next video, we're actually gonna start working on creating our video from scratch. So thanks for watching this video. Let's move on to the next one. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to generate a script for your video and how to use that script to generate an AI voiceover. So if you remember, in the previous video, I showed you guys how to come up with topics and video ideas for the content that you're going to create. And one of the topics that came up was one about this device right here called the Antikythera mechanism. And I found this very interesting and fascinating, so I've decided to create a video about this. So all we have to do right now is use ChatGPT to come up with a script for our video on the Antikythera mechanism. So first thing, just go ahead and copy this right here. Then go over here to ChatGPT. So right here, what you want to do is come over here and you want to type in this. You want to ask ChatGPT to write a short script. For a YouTube short. Then we're gonna do YouTube short / TikTok video. We're gonna say TikTok historical video about. Then I'm going to paste that right here. An Antikythera mechanism. So it says write a short script for a YouTube short / TikTok historical video about Antikythera mechanism. So if you remember, we created a brand summary, and from this we can come up with some points that we can give to ChatGPT to focus on. So we can say you need to spark curiosity right here. Go over here and you can say that right here, spark curiosity, and so we're gonna do this, spark curiosity and make it mysterious, and make it feel mysterious. So once we have our prompt right here, we can add some instructions. So right here, we can add that right here, a comma, then we can say keep the script clean and simple for me to copy and paste into an AI voice generator. Okay, then we can go ahead and generate our script. Go ahead and click that. Alright, so right here we have a short, mysterious and curiosity sparking script generated by ChatGPT. So you can scroll down and you can read the script. So you can see right here, they found it at the bottom of the sea. So this is the hook right here. They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. So if you like, you can change the hook. So for example, If you don't like this hook, if you want to come up with a new hook, I like this, I'm gonna use this. But let's say you don't like this hook, you want a better hook. What you can say is, right, write a list of 5 hooks that are more intriguing. Let's go, generate that. Okay, just like that, we have 5 hooks. So you can use ChatGPT to improve your script. If there are parts in the script that you don't like or think may need some improvement, you can just go ahead and ask ChatGPT to make those changes. So right here, I just asked for 5 hooks that are more intriguing. So you can go ahead and read this. So let's say this ancient machine was so advanced, scientists thought it was fake. What if I told you the first computer wasn't built in the 20th century but 2,000 years ago? So you can see like ChatGPT will come up with a lot of different hooks that you can try out. You can even generate like 10 or 20 of these. So I'll go ahead and use this script right here that I was able to generate with ChatGPT. So when you get to this point where you have your script, just keep in mind that this is one of the most important steps in the creation process of your video, because the next step from here is actually turning this into an AI voiceover. So if you're going to make any changes to your script, this is the best time to do it. So like I said right here, you can go ahead and ask ChatGPT to come up with hooks, or maybe change the outro, or maybe have a call to action at the end or something. So just make all the changes that you need to make, and once you do that, you can go ahead and copy your script. So I'm happy with the script, so I'll go ahead and copy the whole thing just like that. Copy that. Then now you can go to this website here called 11labs.io. So just make sure you're going to the right domain name. Right, so just a quick important note right here. Every time I suggest a software, tool or website that I'm using in my courses, always make sure that you look at the domain name and that you're going to the right website, because out there are a lot of fake websites that try to mimic the original website, and if you end up on a fake website, they might try to steal your information. So every time I suggest a tool or software, always go to the original domain name right here. So once you get to 11labs.io, go ahead and create your account so you can sign up with Google or with your email address. So once you create your account, you can click here where it says go to app, and it's going to bring you right here in the dashboard. So 11 Labs is one of the best text-to-speech softwares you can use out there. So the best tool right here, in my opinion, is this right here, the text-to-speech tool right here. They have all these other tools that you can try out, but right now we're going to focus on this alone, the text-to-speech tool right here. So you can click here. Okay, so it's going to bring us this part right here. So let's go ahead and remove this, something I was working on previously. Now just keep in mind that if you're on the free version of 11 Labs, let me show you guys. If you click here, you can see you have like 10,000 credits every single month. So just pay attention to that. You cannot generate too many scripts. So you can see with 10,000 credits, you can generate about, I'd say, I don't know, it depends. Let's go ahead and generate our script and see how many credits we're going to use up right here. So let's go ahead and paste. So what is that? So you want to come over here to ChatGPT, make sure you copy the script. Then you want to go over here to 11 Labs. Make sure you click here on text to speech. Then you want to paste your script right here. Then you want to make some changes. So okay, so I think I'm happy with the changes for now. So let's go ahead and generate our script. So you can see right here, we're going to use up around 492 credits. So let's go ahead and generate our speech. So I want to click over here where it says generate speech. Okay, so our speech is done generating. So we can go ahead and click here to listen to it.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, They realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer, the Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses. With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers. But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it? And what else did they know that we don't?
Okay, and just like that, our script has been turned into a voice. So all we have to do now is just download the voice and we can use it for our videos. But I forgot to mention one thing, which is how to change your voice. So on the left right here, under settings, you have here where it says voice. If you click here, it's going to show you all these other voices that you can try out. So we were using this one right here called Brian. We can listen to other voices they have right here. So let's try this one out.
You got to be careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there. You got to be careful if you don't know.
So this is a female voice right here, and they do have other voices right here, but I feel you need to sign up for one of the plans to use some of these voices right here. But they do have free voices like these right here. Alice, Aria, you have Bill.
As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
So you can go to these voices and listen to them and use whatever you feel is, best. Okay, that's pretty much it. So down here you can look at all the other settings that you can change, like the speed. If you want it to go slower, you can bring it down. You can just drag this down or drag this forward to make it faster. The stability and other settings, but I'm not going to play around with these settings. I'm just going to download the audio and move on to the next step. So once you generate your voiceover using the script, all you have to do is just go down here and click on download right here where it says download. Just click there. So as you can see right here, my voiceover has been downloaded to my computer. So at this point, we're done with the script and the voiceover. We can now move on to the next video where we're going to generate visuals to go along with the voiceover. Alright, now in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to generate visuals to go along with the AI voiceovers that we generated in the previous video. So by visuals, I simply mean generating images and videos that you can use for our content. Alright, so the first step is to have your script opened up in one of the tabs, or you can have it saved up in a notepad somewhere, but make sure you have it nearby because we are going to be referring to this when generating our visuals. Alright, so once you have your script ready, what you want to do is you want to open up this tool called leonardo.ai. So just go to the website and you'll be able to generate images using this tool. It's a completely free tool to use. They give you about 150 credits every single day. So once you get here to Leonardo AI, what you want to do is click here where it says image, or on the left side right here, you can go down here and click here where it says image. So let's go over there. So it's going to bring you over here to this page where we're going to generate our images. So right here on top where it says type a prompt, this is where we're going to add our prompt. And for each prompt we add right here, we can generate 4 images. So when you click generate right here, you're going to use up 24 tokens. So let's go over here. You can see we have like 150 tokens every single day that you can use to generate free images. So just keep in mind that you have a limited amount of tokens you're given every single day. So on the left right here, what you want to do is you want to right here select first the image dimension. Matters a lot because we're creating short form content. So for short form content, what you want to do is select this right here. The dimension should be 2 to 3. Then down here, the number of images, just make sure it says 4 right here. And that's pretty much all you have to change right here. You don't have to change much. So now let's go ahead and generate our first, set of images. So let's go back here to our script. So we're going to use the script to guide us through the creation process. So now, first things first, you need to read through the first sentence. So the first sentence reads, they found it at the bottom of the sea. So obviously, when this is being read, we need to show an image or a video related to this or something relevant. So what you're going to do is you're going to generate an image that shows something at the bottom of the sea. So what you can do is go over here, And right here where it says type a prompt, we can say so just keep in mind that every time you type in a prompt, the more specific you are, the better the images will be. So this is very vague. I just want to show you an example of what this tool can do. I'll show you a better way to write prompts right here. So let's first generate our first set of images. So once you write your prompt right here, you can click on generate right here. Let's click there, and you can see the images are being generated, so you just have to wait. Okay, these images are actually really good. So what you can do is click here on the image to view it like that, so you can scroll through and see which one you like the best. Okay, I like this one the most because it looks like a chest or something, plus it's glowing right there. So showing this image would be very interesting. Okay, so once you find an image that you like, you can go ahead and download the image. Just click on the image, and you can click here to download the image to your computer. So let me click there, and my image has been downloaded just like that. Now if you want a quick way to generate like images for each scene, what you can do is ask ChatGPT to do that for you. So say you can ask ChatGPT to write a prompt for each scene in my video script. Then ask ChatGPT to generate that. Alright, so just like that, ChatGPT came up with prompts for each scene in our video. So you can see right here, they found it at the bottom of the C. Then right here we have our prompt. So you can just read through this. So if you go through these, it seems like ChatGPT is trying to give us prompts for videos. So right here it says like quick flash transition. We're generating images, not videos, so we can specify that. So all you have to do is just go down here and say generating images, not videos. So once you do that, ChatGPT is going to correct the prompts to suit your needs. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so right here you can see ChatGPT has made some corrections and it's given me prompts for images and not videos. So we can go ahead and try this out. So since we already generated the images for the first scene, we can just move on to the second one right here. So here's the prompt right here. So what you can do is just copy this. So just make sure you read the prompt before you use it, and you can make some changes, adjustments that you think are relevant. So I'll just go ahead and paste it as it is and go ahead and generate. Alright, so we have our images right here and we can check them out. So okay, that's fine. This is actually really good, because this is like when someone sees this to just wonder like, what is this supposed to be? So what you can do is you can make some adjustments as well. So it says close up of a corroded mechanical artifact covered in rust and ocean residue, partially buried in sand. So what you can do is artifact, let's see, that looks like Antikythera mechanism. Oh my goodness, let's go ahead and generate that. Right, so we have our images right here, and as you can see, these are way better than these right here, in my opinion, because these are more authentic. Because this is what the Antikythera mechanism looks like, something similar like this. It has gears and stuff. So we can go through these images and see which one we like the most. Either would do fine. Let's see. Let's see. I actually can't decide because they all look really good. Let me just download this one right here. Go ahead and click that download, and we have our image right here. What you want to do is you want to repeat this process for every single scene. So the third scene right here, copy that. Now you saw what just happened. At first I pasted the prompt as it was right here, just like that, and it brought me these results right here. So I had to actually make some adjustments to the prompt to actually get something more specific. So whenever you do that, just keep in mind that you're using up credits. So to avoid doing that, make sure that you make the changes before you actually generate the images. So the key is to make your prompt as specific as you possibly can. So we can just go ahead and read this. Dim elite lab with researchers examining ancient gears under magnifying lights, mysterious atmosphere. So examining ancient gear. I'll just do this. So what I'm gonna do is let's do this. We need this right here. We need to specify exactly what we want. Examine ancient mechanism. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and generate. All right, so we have our images right here. All right, perfect. As you can see, we have, this is very authentic right here. So if we didn't add this right here, the results would have probably been very different from this. Now what's consistent between these images and these is the gears, man. The gears, if you just look at this, and it's the same thing right here. So all you have to do is just go ahead and choose which image you think is best. So for me, I'll go with this one right here. Then I'll go ahead and download this. Perfect. Then we want to go ahead and move on to our next prompt. So as you can see, that was our third, I believe. Yeah, that was our third. We can go to the fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. So that's simply how you generate images for each scene in your video. So once you do that, you want to compile all the scenes. So for example, the first image that you downloaded for this scene, go ahead and rename that image and just label it 1. And the image you generated for this scene, label that image 2, and so on and so forth until the end of the script. So once you label all those images, what you want to do is add them in one folder. So once you have all your images in one folder, what we're going to do is we're going to animate some of those images in the next video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create animated videos from images. So we generated some images in the previous video. So here's one example of those images, and I generated this one as well, and this one right here. So I'm going to show you guys how to animate these images. So first of all, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to this website called pixverse.ai. So just come over here to this website, go ahead and sign up for a free account. It's completely free to create an account, and you want to log into your dashboard. So once you log into your dashboard, what you want to do is come here to create. You want to select that. So right here, all you have to do is come here. For the duration, I'll select 8 seconds. Then for the resolution, so for high resolution, obviously you're gonna have to use up more credits, but it seems like I have 3. I can do this like 3 times. It says 3 free trial left. So let's try it. Select this right here. And for the ratio, since this is a short form video, we'll go with 9:16. No sound, and that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do now here is go down here, right here. You wanna click here to upload your image. So select that, and we can go ahead and upload one of the images. So let's see. I'll go with this one. Let's start with this one right here, the chest underwater. Open that. So what you want to do now is describe the content you want to create from this image. So this is the part where you get creative. So I'm going to show you guys what's possible with this tool, but it's really up to you to be creative and think of something that you want. So for example, let's say diver. This covers, say, it's T, oh my goodness, it's T-Rias, chest, and water. Let's go ahead and click on create. And just wait for it to generate your video. Okay, just like that, our video is done generating. So let's go ahead and view this video. You can click here and watch the video. Okay, interesting. All right, so it just disappeared. So you can see the power of AI. We just generated an image, and this tool literally added a whole human in this video who discovered this chest right here. So we can use this in our prompt. So if we go back here, that has to be the first line right here. It says they found it at the bottom of the sea. So once this is being read right here, you can show this clip in your video of a diver just discovering this under the sea. Just like that, and you can literally cut it right here before it disappears. So we can do this, yeah, like that. So what you can do is, before this chest disappears, you can just cut the video right here, then move on to the next scene, just like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this exact image and this prompt, and we're gonna use another tool. So the other tool we can use is this one here called AI.video. Make sure you go to the right domain name. Then once you get over here, again, this is a completely free tool to use. Just sign up with a free account. I signed up with my Google account. So once you do that, you're going to log into your dashboard. Then right here, you want to come over here to create a video. And it's going to bring you to this page right here where you're going to upload your image and create your video. So to upload your image, you want to drag or paste it right here, or just click here to upload your image. So click there, and you want to select your image. Let's select this exact image, open. Then we're going to copy this exact prompt, because these are two different AI tools, and my guess is that they'll create something similar but not exactly the same. So you want to paste your prompt right here, just describe what you want in your video, then click on right here where it says 30. So these are credits. You can see right here you get 100 credits every single day, and for each video that you generate from an image, you're going to use up 30 credits. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's click here on 30. Just wait for it to generate. Right, so the video is done generating, so you can check it out right here. So you can see it also added a diver, some fish. So you can clearly see that the other video is better than this one. So if you have to choose, I would probably go for this one right here, because this one is insane. Look at that. Wow. So what I like to do is just generate images on both platforms, because sometimes you find that this tool does better than this one, but other times this one does better than this. Because for example, there's a previous video I was working on, this one right here, where somebody had to come into the room, check out Einstein and whoever this is. I used the exact same prompt in this tool and it generated a completely different video. Maybe I can show you the video, but yeah, here's the video right here. All right, so here's the video right here. Just pay attention to the cup, because it disappears at some point right there. So I used the exact same prompt. So this video was generated with this two right here, Pix verse, and this video was generated with Hailu. So I feel like this did better, but this time I feel like the other platform created a better video, because this right here is perfect. So once you generate your videos, to download them, all you have to do is you can go over here, click on download right here, download, and it's gonna download the video with a watermark. If you want to remove the watermark, you're gonna have to use the paid version. Let's go over here, and the same thing right here, you can click right here, download with a watermark. You can still edit out the watermark in an editing software, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So all you have to do is just come over here to your script, paste these prompts in Leonardo AI, generate your images, then paste your images in these tools and create your videos. You don't need to turn all your images into videos. We can just use some of the images as they are, but for something like this, I think it's good. It's perfect. Right, so that's exactly how you turn your images into animated videos. So you can use this tool, Pixverse, or you can use Hailu, because Hailu does generate some really good images. Let me show you guys this one right here. This is just a still image. So you can try out both softwares and generate as many videos as you can from your prompts. And once you're happy with the videos you've generated, you can organize them in one folder so that you can start editing your whole video and putting everything together. So we're gonna do that in the next video. Welcome. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to edit your content using CapCut. So CapCut is the video editor we're going to be using in this video. So what you want to do is come over here to CapCut.com. Then I suggest you download the software. You can try it online because they do have an online editor that you can try out. But if you want to get the best out of this tool, I suggest you download the software. So just click on download and you'll be able to download the application and install the application in your computer. So after you install CapCut in your computer, this is what you're going to see when you launch it. So what you want to do is want to sign in. So come over here where it says sign in, just click there. Then right here, you want to sign in with Google. Then I'll go ahead and select my Google account. I'll select this one right here. Then click on continue. Okay, so we're signed in. So right here, just click on open CapCut. All right, so you can see right here, we're signed in with our Google account. So now we can start editing our content. So all you have to do is click on new project right here. Okay, so this is the editor right here. This is what it looks like. It's very simple and straightforward. So I'll show you guys how to do everything. But first, before we start editing our video, make sure you have all your content. So in the previous video, I showed you guys how to generate images using the prompts right here for our script. So after generating the images, I showed you guys how to turn those images into videos. So I went ahead and did everything for all the prompts right here. I generated all the images and turned some of them into videos. So once you do that, you want to make sure that you save all your content in a folder. So this is what I did right here. For the first line, this is the image that we turned into this video right here. And I went ahead and did that for all the other scenes right here. So we have some of these are just images. Like this one right here is just an image. And this one right here. Then we have some videos. Like this one right here. Then an image, another video, and finally the last video. So we can go ahead and add all our clips into CapCut. And we also have our voiceover. So remember, we generated this voiceover using AI. So if you come over here to ChatGPT, we had our script right here. So this is the script that we turned into the voice. So now that we have everything, we can start editing our content. So let's go over here to CapCut Then right here, you want to click on import. Then you want to go to your content. Then go ahead and select everything. Just select all your content, including the audio. Right here, let's go ahead, open. And everything is being imported into CapCut. Okay, so we have everything right here. And voiceover right here. Okay, so we have all our clips and images and the voiceover. So now we can start editing our content. Alright, so to edit our video, we need to start with the audio first. So right here, since all these are highlighted, we need to click anywhere, just randomly, and select the voiceover right here. Click on there.
They found it at the bottom of the sea. Rusty, broken.
Then what you want to do is click on this plus button right here, which says add to track. Click there. And now we have our voiceover. So this is the timeline right here, and you can play it.
They found it at the bottom of the sea. Rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old.
Okay, so now we can start adding our clips. So for reference, what you can do is you can go over here to your script right here and look at the script and what the prompt is right here. That's going to give you a clear idea of what you need to add right here in CapCut. So what I'm going to do now is I'll start adding my clips. So let's go to the first one. Here's the first one. Okay, so what you can do is you can double click and drag it down here, over here, above the voiceover. Just let it go like that. So now we can cut some parts from this video, like here where the chest disappears. We need to cut that out. Plus we also need to get rid of this right here on top. They have a watermark right there. We need to get rid of that as well. So what I'm gonna do is right here, just click on the plus button so that you can zoom in right here and see everything clearly. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to pay attention to the audio first, but I let the audio guide me on how I'm going to edit my clip. So first, let's listen to the audio.
They found it at the bottom of the sea. Rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old.
Interesting. So now what I did is for the first sentence right here,
They found it at the bottom of the sea.
I generated this video, and for this part right here,
Rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old.
I generated this image right here. But what I've decided to do is not use this right here. I feel like I can use the same clip, this clip right here, for everything. So let's go over here to timeline. So what we're gonna do is let's go over here where the thing disappears. Okay, right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the clip right here. Just make sure it's selected right there. Right on this part right here, I'm going to split the two clips. So to do that, just hover your mouse over here where it says split, then click there. Once you do that, you see that you now have two clips right here, this part and this part. Now they're separate, as you can see, like that. So what I'm going to do, I will delete this other part right here where the thing disappears. So just make sure this is selected and highlighted, then click on this bin icon right here to delete, and it's gone. So the clip just ends right here.
But when scientists looked closer,
okay, so as you can see, that's perfect. So now we need to make sure this clip ends right here.
1,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer,
So before it says when scientists look closer.
but when scientists looked closer,
Okay, so what you're gonna do is we're gonna cut out some parts. Like let's say here. Go here, split. Move this part. See, we can do this. to it again, select this part, delete. Okay, perfect. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'll select the clip like that. Then I'm gonna scale this to get rid of the watermark. So you can just move this like that, just to make sure the watermark is not showing. Just increase this slowly like that. Then let's go ahead and play this.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old.
So what you can do is right here, you can click here to maximize this so that you can clearly see the clip.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But
okay, so let's move on to the next clip. So let's talk about scientists right here. So let's go over here to this clip. So this is just an image. So just double click, drag this next to my video.
But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay. It was a computer. Okay, let's go over here to our script. It was a computer. So right here, 4 to 5. So from 4 to 5, we're supposed to add this clip right here. Let's see right here, 4 to 5. 4 is they realized it wasn't just an ancient metal. Alright, let's go back to CapCut.
The Antikythera mechanism. They realized it wasn't just ancient metal.
Alright, so this is where the clip is gonna end right here.
They realized it wasn't just ancient metal.
Alright, right there. Let's click on the image. We can drag this right there.
But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal.
Okay, so we can add some effects to this image. So we can click on this image, come over here to animations, and let's click on combo right here and see if we can add some interesting animations.
But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just.
Let's see, how about this? Try this.
But when scientists looked closer,
Let's maximize this and see how it looks.
years old. But when scientists looked closer,
Okay, let's move on to the next clip. So right here,
they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
okay, so let's go over here, just for reference again, to the computer. So 4.5 is the same clip. So go back here and add this right here. Double click, drag it down there. And again, you can scale this to get rid of the watermark. Yeah, like that.
Closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer. The Antikythera
Okay, right here, it was a computer.
was a computer.
Okay, perfect. Let's see if we can add some animations to this. You just click on the clip, then go to animations and see if you can add something to this. Let's see how this
They
works.
realized it wasn't just ancient.
How can you zoom in? Is there like a zoom in and see how this looks?
Closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay, that looks kind of okay.
Closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
All right, then right here we can add this. Double click, drag it down there.
The Antikythera mechanism,
All right.
built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun.
Okay. We'll end it right here. Built by the ancient Greeks. Do we need to add an animation to this as well?
The Antikythera
Let's see how this works.
metal. It was a computer. The Antikythera
I don't think that works very well
computer.
because on its way out, it's like zooming in, and this one is coming in from the right. So we need to fix that. Let's see. Perhaps we can use this, or we can change the animation on this clip right here. Let's see, animation.
They realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer. The Antikythera They realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay, we'll still go with this one right here.
It wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Let's say in. Don't need a combination. Sorry, let's click on this image right here because that's where I want to add the transition. We're not going to use the combo. Just go to none. And it's where in it has to come from. Let's see.
Computer. It was a computer.
Let's click here. Animations in. Let's zoom out. Let's see how that works.
Computer. It was a computer. The Antikythera mechanism.
Okay. Let's see, animations right here. It's way out. You can have this fade away because what comes after this, let's see. Let's go to the next clip right here. Double click, drag that down here, and see how that transitions into the next clip.
Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses.
Okay, that's okay.
With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers.
Okay, this clip goes all the way. Wow, interesting. So we're just gonna have to duplicate this.
Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses. With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers. But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years.
Okay, let's do this. We need to add some kind of transition in between here. So what I can do, is it possible to add a transition in between images? Or this is a video, sorry. Let's click here on transitions and see if we can actually do that. Okay, we actually can do that.
Eclipses. With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers.
Okay, click here, scale this. So click this to get, so we can scale this to get rid of the watermark. So that's 114%. You can do the same with this. Just say 114. Okay, perfect. We can maximize this.
Computer. The Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses.
This,
Gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers.
I don't like this still image right here.
built by the ancient Greeks.
I feel like I need some motion or something right there. So what you can do is go over here to animations. Let's see, combination.
Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. Computer. The Antikythera.
Okay, let's get rid of this right here because where is that? It's right here. Go to animations. Right here where it says in, select none. Then out, select none. So I only have this combination right here. Then for the combo we can go to none and just bring it back.
The Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks.
Okay, let's see.
They realized it wasn't just ancient metal, it was a computer. The Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses. With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers.
Okay, perfect. So right here, we're gonna add our next clip. Let's go over here to media. Our next clip is this one right here. Double click, just drag it to your timeline right there. Just drag it right there.
But here's the twist.
Okay.
But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it?
Okay. Let's click here. Scale this to get rid of the watermark. Just like that. Then we can add our last clip right here.
So who really made it? And what else did they know?
Let's scale this up again.
That
Okay, perfect.
engineers. But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it? And what else did they know that we don't?
Okay, just like that, we're done with our video. So let's do this. Okay, so when it comes to editing your video, all you have to do is just spend some time practicing. As you can see, these are like really easy edits I just did right here. Most of the work was done by AI. I just did the bare minimum or enough to make sure everything is in line. So when it comes to editing, the more you edit, the more videos you edit, the better you become. Your first video is not going to be the best video. So don't spend too much time worrying about making the best edit. Just try your best to make this work. As you can see right here, it's just a simple video. Make sure each clip is relevant to the script that's being read.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer, the Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses.
Okay, as you can see, every scene is relevant to the script. So once you're done with the video, you can do two things. You can add some background music, and another thing you can do, you can also add some captions. So you can click here on captions, and we're gonna generate automated caption using AI because CapCut is actually an AI video editor. It does a lot of amazing things. So all you have to do is just come over here to captions, then click on generate, and it's going to automatically generate captions for you. Okay, so just like that, we have our captions right here. So you can play this.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists look
okay, so you can see the captions right here. So you can edit the captions. So what you can do is you can click there, and let's see right here, there's so many things you can do. You can increase the font size. So as you see, as you edit like just one part, it adds that to every single part. So let's see, we need the parts where they have a lot of text. Let's see, like this part right here. Okay, so we need to make our captions a bit more visible. So what we can do, first of all, we can make this bold. Okay, there's a noticeable difference. We can scroll down. Oh, sorry. You can change the font here as well. But you can scroll down here to add more edits right here. You can change the color of the text. Go for like a yellow or something like that. Or right here, it say we have presets right here, so you can select any of these presets that you can use to make things easier for us. These are already edited. Okay, let's see if we can use one of these presets. Let's see. I like this one a lot.
to see, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old.
Can increase the size like that.
Precise, it shocked modern engineers. But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it? And what else did they know?
Okay, this is actually really good. It's decent for the first video.
Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it? And what else did they know?
Okay, so for the background music, what you can do is come over here to Google and search for free background music with no copyright. And you're gonna have a lot of websites like Pixabay. Pixabay is a good one. So if you want to find music for your videos, you can use Pixabay. So come over here to Pixabay, click on music, then you can search here. You can search for cinematic sounds or music, and you can scroll through and listen to them. You can just click here to play. Now, one thing I've noticed with Pixabay, it takes quite a while to find the right sound, but just take your time to search through the music that they have here until you find one that you like. So I already have one that I downloaded previously, so it usually takes me quite a while to find like a sound from this website. So I'm just going to use the one that I downloaded previously. But Pixabay is a good website to find music for your videos. So I'll go over here to my edits right here. So what I'm going to do is I'll come here to import, and I'll go ahead and import all the sounds I downloaded from Pixabay. This one right here. So I'll just drag it down all the way to the bottom. Right there. Okay. It's perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'll mute this, the audio, so that I can just listen to the sound. Okay, I'll get rid of this beat that drops right here. That's not necessary for my video. So I'll click here, then split. Make sure this part is selected, then delete. So we just have this part right here. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Okay, so if you notice right here, the volume kind of drops where there's like a curve that goes downwards right here. So what I'll do, I'll cut it right here, cut it around that area. So select this, then split, then select that, delete. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this and I'll duplicate this. So I'll right click on my mouse, then I'll copy and come over here, then I'll paste, just like that. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to get rid of this beginning part. What is that like sharp sound? Let's see how this works. So what you can do, maybe I can bring this down here, make it overlap this just a bit. How does that sound compared to this? Okay, I think it's just okay, just like that. Go ahead, make sure I copy that, paste that right here. So when it comes to video editing and creating content, you just need to practice and try out different things. You never know what might work the best. So just keep on doing your best and edit the video as you see fit. So what you can do, so to control the volume of this right here, you need to adjust the volume right here. Now what happens when you split these sounds like this is that if you're gonna adjust the volume, you have to adjust the volume of each one of these. So let's unmute this.
Broken and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient.
Okay, so the music is too loud. We can bring the volume down a bit.
And over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal.
Okay, so to reduce the volume, just make sure you click on the sound right here, and right here you can adjust the volume.
Years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay, let's go back here.
The bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay, so let's do the same for every single one of these sounds. So just make sure you copy that. It's -11. So let's go over here. Okay, just like that.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer.
Okay, I think I'm comfortable with the volume. Okay, so that's exactly how you add your sound and everything. So we're pretty much done with this. Alright, so I just have to mention first that the caption, this caption thing, it is an advanced feature and you need to be signed up to the pro version of CapCut to use it. But I currently am not signed up for the pro version. As you can see right here, I'm being asked to join the pro version, but you can still use it for free for a limited amount of time. So let's go over here to export. If you want to export the video, once you're done with everything, just click here to export and you'll be able to export your video. So let's go ahead and you can make some changes right here. The resolution, Frame rate, let's go with 60 FPS. Okay, everything just looks perfect. Then all you have to do is just click on export right here, and the video is gonna export and you'll be able to upload it to your social media accounts. Okay, so the video is done exporting. So all we have to do is just check out the video right here. You can cancel that, and you can go to our video. It's probably on the desktop right here. Okay, there it is. So let's go ahead and play this.
They found it at the bottom of the sea, rusty, broken, and over 2,000 years old. But when scientists looked closer, they realized it wasn't just ancient metal. It was a computer, the Antikythera mechanism, built by the ancient Greeks. It could track the sun, moon, planets, even eclipses. With gears so precise, it shocked modern engineers. But here's the twist. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. So who really made it? And what else did they know that we don't?
So there you have it, and we're done with our video. So all you have to do is just repeat this process and keep on creating as much content as you possibly can and upload consistently, because that's the only way you're gonna grow on social media. So that's how you go about editing your clips and putting everything together to come up with the final video like this. So thanks for watching this video. Peace.